This is Wicked Rhody, a wicked good podcast about Rhode Island events and life. Hello and welcome back. My name's Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro. Thank you so much for joining us as we keep on cruising right through this fall season. You know, we've been loaded with events.
Yes.
And from all the posts that I've seen, people are just having a great time at a lot of these events. Everything just seems to be going off without any hitch. You know, you deal with some weather things from time to time, but man, everything that I've gone to has just been slammed. I mean, just absolutely packed out. So what did you do this past weekend?
What did I do this past weekend? I know I did. Oh, we did family photos. We did family photos this weekend. That was our big thing. Now that these couple of weeks right here, this is like the sweet spot in Rhode Island when it comes to foliage. You know, the red leaves are starting to peak. The yellow ones have been coming out. So we found a local photographer who was doing mini sessions. That's the key with my kids being 3 and 5. We can only handle a 20-minute photography shoot. And even then, sure, chaos is breaking at 10 minutes.
Yep.
So, we were up in Rentham and we worked with this woman called Teresa Sweet Photography. Teresa was great. There was this great rustic red truck and, it was on a farm. So the kids got to see chickens. So, I mean, it was awesome. It was just what I wanted. I want to take photos every 2 years. And I think that doing it in the fall is such a great time. I mean, Rhode Island, as we've talked about before, is beautiful every single season. Right. But there's something really special with all of the colors that you get in fall here.
Sure. With the hurricane that was down south and it came over, we took a ride, I believe it was Friday, and we took a ride to the Brenton Point in Newport.
Ooh, yes, yeah.
And the waves, they were churning up. It was incredible. And man, what it was gorgeous. It was raining in the morning, and then in the afternoon it just turned, spectacular. Yeah. And it was absolutely picturesque down there. A ton of people down there. You saw a lot of seaweed that are washed up from some of the heavy waves and stuff. But it was really great to see it. Newport was just jamming down there. A lot of people in and about. A lot of things going on. We'll talk about Newport in just a little bit. And it was great. It's great to see everywhere just thriving this time of year.
Yes.
And of course, folks had all day on Sunday to get whatever events they wanted to get done because the Patriots didn't play until at night.
Yeah.
Which they won right at the end, which was a huge win for them. Not to mention the Red Sox were on at the same time because it's time for the playoff push. So
yeah. Back and forth. We just kept switching.
if you don't have enough to do out and about in the community, you certainly have plenty of great, playoff baseball. And then this is the time of year where you literally have baseball, basketball, hockey, and football all at the same time. And we're one of the lucky towns that have it all happening sometimes on the same night. So whether you're tuned in while you're on the road working, getting errands done, or if you're in between, flipping through the games and going out and just doing whatever you have to do, folks, if you're looking for something to do, sit back and enjoy the episode. We got plenty of stuff for you. If you hear something that piques your interest, we'll have all the links and info for you in the show notes and on the website, wickedrhodypodcast.com.
All right, Ben. Hey, this is perfect music while you're talking about going down to Brenton Point and having all those waves crashing up on the shore. But what do you have that is your wicked interesting pick for this week?
Well, if you've ever driven over the Newport Bridge, you know that it is one of the longest suspension bridges in the world. On Sunday, October 21st at 7 a.m., you can run over the bridge.
Ooh.
That's right. Yes, they have a 4-mile run/walk, which includes part of it running over the famed Newport Pell Bridge. It's the only day of the year that pedestrians and runners. If you're a runner, are you still a pedestrian?
I don't know. That's a great question. I would assume so because I've never heard of another term, but that is something worth looking into.
Well, there you go. It's the only day you're allowed on the iconic on the bridge there. So, and 100% of the net proceeds benefit local nonprofits. Now, this is happening. The race is happening Sunday. So if you are, and it's nice and early in the morning because obviously they don't want to impede traffic that much because they're going to shut half the bridge down for this whole thing. Anyway, if you want to get your bib and your packet, or if you haven't registered and you still want to register, you can do on-site registration on the 19th and the 20th, the Friday and the Saturday at the Newport Visitor Center right there in Newport.
Yep.
On Friday night from 4 to 7 p.m., on Saturday from noon to 5 p.m. Now, there is no parking at the start of the race in Jamestown. They have shuttle buses. So there's a lot of information you got to... Usually we'll give you a road race on Wicked Rhody where, you know, it's pretty... It's organized, but it's very easy to just show up the day of and run. This is one where you definitely need to check out the information because they have a lot of... They have it all set up to take care of you, but you got to know what you're doing when you go down there. So if you head on over to our website, we'll give you the link over there because it really does make a difference. And the amount of charities that it benefits close to 30 different charities.
Wow.
Down in the Newport County area and throughout the state of Rhode Island. I mean, it's some statewide, local. I mean, just it's a wonderful, wonderful event. Again, it's the 8th annual. They've been doing this for 8 years. It's with Citizens Bank to do it. It's truly a cool race to be part of. So check that out. That is happening on Sunday, as we said, 7 a.m., nice and early, so it's done, so people can get back onto the bridge. And then afterwards, you can go hang out in Newport and get some breakfast and replace all that energy, or refuel up, as they say. So that is our wicked, interesting pick of the week. Now here's the wicked fun in the 401.
Last year, I was going on about how the Rhode Island Philharmonic Orchestra was on the hunt for a new conductor. It was like a really big deal. I was equating it to The Bachelor for finding
absolutely.
the new conductor. Well, they picked one.
And breaking news, it was not me. So,
no, sadly, that
no,
dream did
much
not
to the
come
benefit
true.
of all the musicians and the great supporters of the Rhode Island Philharmonic, much to their liking, it was not me. So, who did they pick?
Bramwell Tovey. So he actually is like a very famous, well-known
He was born to be a conductor with that name.
With that name, right? Seriously. He's a Grammy winner. He's, the amount of different, accolades that he has. He's a fellow of the Royal Music Academy of Music, fellow of the Royal Conservatory of Music in Toronto. He's all over the place. Lots of fame, fantastic conductor, is bringing a lot of notoriety to the Rhode Island Philharmonic. I mean, they've been well known in general for being outstanding musicians, but now with him at the helm, it's going to be taking things to a whole new level, and something that is awesome. So the first concert that he's going to be conducting is going to be this weekend. They're kicking off their regular season with their Amica Rush Hour concerts on Friday. Those are those short concerts, the ones that start at 6:30, very casual. It's over by 8. You can go and have dinner. It's also, it's a great way for people who don't frequently go see classical music to go see it because it's short. And also the conductors in the past have generally taken the time to talk you through a little bit of the piece, maybe explain a little bit of it, maybe point something out that you're going to need to listen to. So if you're not necessarily familiar with these pieces, that's a great one to go to. It's a great one to go to with youngsters and teens who might be musicians. And then,
it's the way to dip the toes into the water.
Yeah. And it's a great also, date option, or if you just want to meet up with some friends after work. And then the taco, I always say it, taco.
Taco.
Right?
No, you're right on. Taco.
Good. Because tacos are my favorite food. But the taco classical.
A lot of taco stuff happening lately.
Oh my gosh.
But this is all about taco, the pumps and all the great over there. John Hazenwhite Jr.
Yes, thank you, Taco. They help contribute towards the Saturday night concerts. Those are the longer concerts that takes place at 8:00. So this weekend, the reason that I really want to make sure you know about it is they're performing a very well-known piece, Rhapsody in Blue.
Oh.
With that big clarinet solo that starts off. It was featured in Fantasia, that, Mickey Mouse music piece. Very, very famous piece. I can even see if I can find a little clip of it, but it's a great way to kick off the season, having this weekend. Yeah. Oh yeah. Rhapsody in Blue. Let's pull a little bit of this up so you can hear a little bit of it. No, I don't want Google Pixel. I'm going to...
Unbelievable.
Never
Google,
mind.
Stop, Google. You're ruining our podcast.
You're ruining it, Google, all of these ads. Nonetheless, Great concert. I'll add in a little Rhapsody in Blue at the next little soundbite by the time this ad is done with Google.
Well, hey, listen, if the music comes up, it'll be perfect for my event here. This free daffodil bulb giveaway. Yes, I said free. Saturday, 9 a.m. to noon. Daffodilian. Now, if you haven't heard of this organization, they are on a mission. They launched in 2006 with the support of the Daffodil Project, which is an avid local beautification group. And they are on the mission to plant 1 million daffodils throughout the city of Newport. And to date, they have planted 866,500 daffodils. And you may be saying, well, geez, I got to go out and buy these. Yeah. No, they give them to you. Saturday down at Easton's Beach, which is known as First Beach.
Yes.
It's the one with the carousel, the pavilion there where they have weddings from time to time. Yep, they got a little playground there. Saturday, 9 a.m. to noon, right there at Easton's Beach. Go down there, and you have to promise to plant these bulbs in the various areas they have available. And this is perfect for families. This is perfect for Girl Scout or Boy Scout troops or organizations where you got a few people, you want to do something, you want a nice little team building activity. This is perfect. And it's all about helping to beautify the city of Newport. And you got to plant them now. You got to plant the bulbs now because if you want them to grow in the spring. That's the whole deal, and you always know that springtime's coming when you start seeing the ground thaw out enough and these bulbs finally start to take root and start to pop up. The daffodils pop up through the soil there. So check that out. That is happening on Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon. It's a perfect family event. Go down there. Hey, listen, if you're going to run the race on Sunday, go down, get your bib, or go get your daffodils. Plant them, then go get your bib because it's open from in the afternoon.
That's right. But you could have a whole Newport weekend. It's
a magical event for you. But the free daffodil bulb giveaway is on Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon. What else do we have going on?
Well, I'm glad I turned off the Rhapsody in Blue music because it sure wouldn't fit in with this next event. It is the Halloween Iron Pour at the Steel Yard. It's the 13th annual, and this year's theme is the Lost Yard. Thinking of like the Lost World, the Jurassic Park movie.
Okay, all right.
So it's going to be, right? Yeah.
Like the Lost Boys, the Lost Lonely Boys.
So many different things that it could have been. So this is happening Saturday, October 20th from 5 to 9. Nice and early. You can go get a bite before, afterwards. You can take your family. You can take your friends. Now, this event attracts over 1,500 people. There's going to be artists, fabricators, families, friends from the area. So the artists, of course, they're going to harness the power of this custom-built iron tilt furnace. They're going to pour over 2,500 pounds of molten iron. It's incredible. There's
Can we touch it?
Right?
Can we touch it? I want to feel it.
No, exactly. I mean, they've blocked off the area so that it's incredibly safe.
Yeah.
But the construction, I'm like blown away just thinking about it because if you've never been to the Iron Pour, I highly suggest that you do it. It is something very unique that I've never been to, anything like it before. The way that they're able to create this art, there's music, there's of course food trucks, there's a bar, there's all sorts of entertainment going on in addition to that actual Iron Pour. But that's going to be happening from 5 to 9 and it's just a great event for everybody. The general admission is $15. And it all goes to a great cause. Yeah. Gotta love the Steel Yard.
A pro tip for the Steel Yard when you go in there, because I've seen everybody talking about this lately with the new iPhone coming out. Everybody's like, "Oh my goodness, my regular iPhone is full now," and because it's not proven. But people think that Apple goes in and does some things. No, you've just had your phone a while and you've taken a lot of photos. Go through and make sure you clear out your storage because you're going to want to take photos and videos of this. And as always, folks, when you take photos and videos, if you post them online, throw up that hashtag.
Yes.
Come on. Hashtag Wicked Rhody. I mean, we want to see it. I won't be around this weekend. I got some travel coming up, but I want to see all the great stuff happening, and that's the easiest way to do it. Another great thing happening this weekend, free. This one is free. The Life Boomers and Seniors Expo, presented by Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Rhode Island. Folks, mark your calendars for this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. over at Twin River. Take me to the river. That place. There you go. That's right. We let the band have a week off. But it's free admission, and this is going to feature exhibits from local businesses and organizations on a range of topics, including health insurance, travel, home improvement, healthcare, shopping, legal services, entertainment, and more, specifically for people who are life boomers and seniors. Now, you may have heard of Generation X. You may have heard of the millennials. There's a new generation, or a classification that I was only introduced a few weeks ago to, the sandwich generation. And I was thinking, okay, maybe they were people who brought lunch to school or work, lunch pail guys. No. The sandwich generation are the people who, it's not a specific like time of life, years. It's a time of life where they're got kids at home, and they're also taking care of aging parents. So it's that sandwich generation, a sandwich in the middle. It doesn't have to be little kids. It could be, teenagers and up. But this is a perfect opportunity to check out and get information right there. One-stop shopping. You don't have to run all across the state to hit different things. They'll have live entertainment, including an Elvis tribute artist, Robert Black, the Sinatra tribute artist, Michael Dutra, and the Tribeca Band. Those guys are all incredibly talented. They'll have informational seminars and demonstrations throughout the day. Mary, get your dabbers ready. Dabber, bingo all day. There's no stop to the bingo. It's going to be awesome. They'll have hourly giveaways and so much more. It's the Life Boomers and You Seniors Expo, presented by Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses in Blue Cross Blue Shield of Rhode Island, at Twin River on Saturday, October 20th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Yeah. After you're done going to the Seniors Expo, maybe you met somebody new at the Seniors Expo.
Hey. And
you're looking for a little something to create a spark. How about this wicked romantic happening? Mary, what do you have?
The Halloween Spooktacular double feature happening actually at the Greenwich Odeum right there in East Greenwich. It's going to be Saturday night from 5 to 10 p.m. Really affordable, guys. Really affordable. You get 2 movies for $11.
Boom.
You're going to be able to see Hocus Pocus, that classic movie about the 3 witch sisters that get resurrected in Salem on Halloween night. Fun movie. You could take kids to it. You could take youngsters to it. And that runs about an hour and a half. So that's going to be about 5 to 6:30. And then after that, you're not going to want any kids because it is time for The Shining.
Oh, a perfect family movie, photo. Right? Family movie. It's great. I show it I show it all the time during the holidays. All right, Thanksgiving dinner is over. Everybody, come on into the living room. We're going to watch The Shining. You're going to love it. It's great.
So each, if you just want to see one show, maybe you just want to see The Shining, maybe you want to see Hocus Pocus, to see one film, it's going to be $7. There's actually going to be a VIP pre-show with some people who are dressed up as the Sanderson sisters, and that's going to be at 4 p.m. So you can go to that for just $5. If your kids want to take some pictures with the stars of Hocus Pocus, awesome, go for it. And then the double feature, as I said, is just $11. So it's perfect for a date night. And the reason I'm saying this is that, you forget how you can just hold hands, put your arm around somebody in a movie theater. And when you're seeing a movie as scary as The Shining, you know people are going to be holding hands, clutching to each other. So
I'll grab somebody I don't know.
Right.
With their permission, of course.
With their permission.
I think it's implied. Once you walk in, like something bad's going to happen here. So it's all bets are off. In a friendly kind of way.
Yes.
Well, right on the heels of that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Wicked Family Friendly. Mary, there's a kids expo going on, and there's a civic center in West Warwick. How did I not know about this?
I agree. I think that I've been to the Civic Center before. I'm pretty sure that's where they've had like the children's consignment sales in the past. So I'm pretty sure I've been to the Civic Center.
They have the roller derbies there.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I know.
Feel like that's where it is. It's like at the top of that big old hill in West Warwick. But they're going to be having a kids expo. Yes, so we had the senior expo. If you're on the other side of the spectrum, there's the kids expo happening Sunday from noon to 4. This is going to be just an afternoon of affordable family fun. Halloween contest. It's a great way for the kids to really get use of these costumes. I mean, you spend all this money, all this time getting them ready for these costumes. And if you just let them use it and wear it on Halloween night, let's be real. Halloween is dark anyway by the time our kids go trick-or-treating. So finding events like this, it's a perfect opportunity for them to, play, get to show off their costume. And there's going to be all sorts of things. There's going to be face painting, balloon twisting, karate demos, shopping, all sorts of kind of things, Hawaiian dancers, as I said, a costume contest, tons of fun things, lots of food, lots of exhibitors. If you want to start to possibly do a little shopping for some other people for the holidays, or if you just want to have your kids get out and be in their costume, but not necessarily outside. You don't want it to get muddy. That's the only other problem, is that when you take these kids to events, you don't want them to be getting it all dirty before Halloween.
Yes, good point. We're getting so much use out of these costumes now. Back when I was a kid, it was one night. That's it. Now you get to use it multiple times, and good thing, because these costumes ain't cheap.
I know. Back in our day, we just wear a ghost with a sheet over our head. I remember one time I was a secret agent guy, and I just wore my dad's hat and coat, and that was my costume. I was a secret agent.
Life was good. Life was good. But you know what? Facebook happens, and now everybody has to outdo everybody. So there you go.
So go show it off at West Warwick this weekend.
All right, folks, as we talked about at the beginning, everything we talked about today can be found on our website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram if you're going to these events. If you, are driving anywhere around the state, checking out that gorgeous fall foliage, don't forget, use the hashtag WickedRhody. It's going to help other people, especially Ben, as he's out of state, get to see what's going on in and around the state and get to see the beauty that is Rhode Island.
There you go. For advertising and sponsorship information, all you got to do is email us, wickedroadypodcast@gmail.com.
Until next time, folks, my name is Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro.
And you've been listening to Wicked Rhody. We'll have more for you next Thursday.